Alrighty, I think we should be on live now. Perfect. Okay. Latency is pretty low. That's good. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and
Bitcoin futures spiking here, 58,620.
okay. That's not going to work. Morning.
RCON, Recon announcing investment to build an integrated solar storage charging network with DNPC Shandong branch. That's Romeo Charlie Oscar November, RCON.
Archon.
RCON, Recon Technology spiking here on that press release, $2.36. 50 cents, closed at $1.86 on Friday. That's Romeo Charlie Oscar November, RCON.
Yeah, I have Macy's. Still looks pretty good. All right. Good morning, everybody. I just hopped on, so just give me a minute. Give me just a moment, guys. I'm checking on my account and seeing if it's approved. Nothing yet. I just have the full plan. Yeah, so I can view multiple charts, alerts, and all that other good stuff. So Apple calls. Good morning. Shout out to my homies down in Miami, but Shibby, I don't know. I have no idea about Shib. Sorry, I'm not Shib guy. Just to warn you guys, I am not going to be hyper present today. My fiance's foot is we don't know if it's broken or not. We're probably gonna go to the hospital. It's pretty swollen, and therefore she is not able to get around very well right now. So I'm going to be needing to help her. So I'm thinking about already this morning. I'm probably going to shorten the video. I'm going to take a short position below 335 25, scalp 332.50. So I'll go ahead and write that down. I know a lot of people are talking about Apple calls. That's great. I'm not taking them. Personally believe it's pretty overbought. Uh, After 3 consecutive green days, we don't buy green candles. You know, we want to buy a dip. We haven't gotten a dip yet. So Microsoft and Nvidia, both downside plays for me. I'll be watching Microsoft, likely just taking this trade to the downside. So I'll update you guys on that one as we get closer to the bell. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, Nvidia's been running and it's probably going to need a little bit of a pullback. So um, thank you guys for the likes, excuse me. Yeah, we were watching Plug again last night. So alrighty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, guys. I'm a little pooped. So I'm just gonna get going on this one. So starting with our news, futures, economic data, all that good stuff. I'm gonna pull that up right now. Where are you at? There you are. Okay, there it is. All right, so just to give you guys a brief update where we're at. So far, U.S. stock futures indexes have rose as energy and bank stocks recovered slightly from last week's losses, although anticipation of several economic readings this week kept gains in check. European shares rose as Italian telecom Italia, excuse me, led a rally in telecom sectors. Japan's Nikkei ended slightly higher as investors bought cheaper stocks, while gains in semiconductors and new energy shares pushed China stocks higher. The euro struggled on growing concerns over the impact of COVID-19 restrictions in Europe. Gold prices slipped, pressured by a firmer dollar and prospects of a faster reserve taper. Oil prices fell on rising concerns about economic growth and the potential release of Japanese oil reserves. Existing home sales numbers are scheduled for release later in the day. Um, Interesting.
Good morning.
What's up? Um,
Oh, girls.
just I'm alive. Um, yeah. What does that say? Falling wedge is usually actually, so you don't. It's not a reversal to me is like a head and shoulders. A falling wedge, because my statistics that I've gathered off of playing is a 50% retracement of the actual wedge itself, which could just simply be on a higher time frame, a retest of a level that you've broken. After falling for a considerable amount of time, sellers lose strength, and that's when you start to see things like the falling wedge as accumulation begins and selling stops. So that's essentially what, in my opinion, um, we had like any fall any wedge is usually like a taper or something like that. So um anyway, guys, I'll just finish this up really quickly. So as you guys well know, we have a
G franchise group.
really, I'm gonna mute him for a second. So I just want to go over the economic data that can and will affect our week. It's also a short week. I can tell you guys right now from trading short weeks, this isn't going to be a life-changing week. It's not going to be a parabolic week. We're not going to probably, I can't, I mean, who knows? Maybe, the inflation just goes away and everything's fine, perfect, and sunshine and rainbows. But as far as I can see, initial claims, continuing claims, GDP, second estimate, GDP chain deflator, durable goods, we've got personal income, personal spending, PCI prices, PCI core, new home sales, FOMC minutes, crude oil, natural gas. We have a metric ass ton of data coming in on November 24th. We also have the short or we don't trade on Thursday, so Thursday for Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday, which is closing. The market closes at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So that definitely can have an impact. So I actually personally expect today to be a better day. Whether we see a pullback or not, I expect to see more movement today, maybe even tomorrow, and then probably low volume range bound trading, even pullbacks as we go into the rest of the week. So that's my thoughts on it, on the market at the moment. I will go over my watch list. I'm gonna have to step off here really quickly, but I'll leave you guys with Manny as he goes over his watch list. So, what are my pronouns? I don't use pronouns, I use verbs. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So pretty straightforward session. It looks like we're gonna have overnight wasn't that crazy. It's just obviously we had a good projection on US 30 at the opening of the US session at around 6 a.m. Every other index is pretty much holding up. With obviously the Dow still lagging. So you guys know the reason why the Dow is still falling is mostly because of the whole, cases rising and all that. And not only that, the manufacturing data that came out last week, it was not that good. It's not good for industrial stocks. So unless you trade Boeing or any industrial stocks, don't even worry about what the Dow is doing. So I have three stocks that I'm watching: Tesla, Apple, and Nvidia. Apple is obviously on all-time high. I think Nvidia is also lingering around all-time high, or it is. So I'm just following red to green trades. So just monitor momentum bounces and try to capitalize. Remember, I don't have a target in any momentum bounce. It's usually just an IB play. The contract shoot up like 30% very aggressively, and then I just take profits. For Tesla, I am looking at a 155 through 150 bounce. If we dip aggressively, then 135 would be the next level where we should bounce. For Apple, it's pretty straightforward. 160 or 159.50, although we may bounce 161 if momentum to the open stays like this. And then Nvidia, I got 333 or 331 bounce, so it's another micro level where we might see a nice buy from technical traders there. If you guys don't feel comfortable taking bounce trades, I would, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason why I wouldn't recommend taking a breakout is pretty simple. SPY and the Qs are at all-time high. That's just not my style of trading. When things are at all-time high, it makes it hard for stocks to break out of certain key levels, just because their ETFs need to move with them. And when things are at all-time high, there's actually a bit more selling than there is buying. So just a little tip to keep in mind. Yeah, I know some people are watching MU. For MU, if we dip, I would consider about $82 to be a nice zone to bounce, 82 to 82.50. But I think the main contender really today will be between Tesla, Apple, and Nvidia. Those have pretty nice pre markets, and they had a nice good rally on Friday. Let's see. Oh, also Moderna, 266 to 265, seem to have a nice bounce setup as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm just remember when I say a bounce, it's just I'm expecting the stock to go from red to green at the open. So it could be a wick and then a nice little green candle. That's the move I'm expecting. I'm not expecting for the stock to rally the whole day. Usually, when you have momentum, the stock will attempt to bounce. It's always gonna head down at the open and then move back up. And then at the top, you'll have people be shorting or refitting into their positions. All right, I have to get shit. I'm getting a call right now, guys. Give me a second. I had a bit of some family emergency over the weekend, so I'll be on. I'll catch you guys later. Hope everybody has a nice session and don't over risk. It is a short week. Be careful with weeklies. It's not really a week to hold weeklies. Yeah, man. It's just what is what it is. My grandma, she passed away over the weekend. It wasn't that we weren't ready. It was just yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. No worries, guys. All right, you guys have a great day.
All righty, I'm back. Do you guys see that Uber takes trips with cannabis orders? Yeah. Yeah, they actually moved up a little bit on that news, but not a lot. They still have a terrible setup. But yeah, good luck getting your package. So yeah, more than likely Rivian will continue to the downside. This is something that we've talked about for a couple of times. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Rivian, unfortunately, is yeah, that's exactly what I expected to happen. So I think you might see a little bit of resistance. So my stop loss for Apple, that's a good question. So at the moment, I'm looking at, and I'm going to be playing it by obviously price action, watching it. So we had a little spike up here this morning. I guess what I'm going to be looking for is a pop in volume. If we get a strong candle close, probably anywhere around 160, 175, maybe 162. Um, shit, Fed chair announcement next expected this morning, possibly the next hour. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's probably where I'm at with that. I personally see Microsoft today down to 342. That's a short right there. You guys can see the rising wedge. We did actually short it here. It extended itself just like I said. You guys remember me talking about Microsoft having a rising wedge and that it could possibly extend itself? That is literally what we talked about. So, if Microsoft falls, more than likely Apple will as well. So, I also have the short position for Nvidia. That may end up happening around 338. We could even see a little bit of upside before we move down. Um, let's see here. So we also have Wells Fargo. Now, this announcement that could be coming up by the Fed chair could have a lot to do with it. But I will say that at the moment, Wells Fargo does have a gap above it to $50. So there may be room for a play there on, and financials might be running here too. Um, Oh. Are you okay? So Top Shelf is looking at banks too. Yeah, I'm bullish on banks. So financials. I'm probably gonna. They also have some really good technical setups as well. Um, I was expecting to maybe there could be even another leg down, but we'll catch the bottom on those. So, um, I'm glad that Apple's moving up in pre-market. It's more than anything. Anytime I see something moving up in pre-market, kind of worries me. So, yeah, I am. I'll be watching Disney today as well. Okay, so Disney has a falling wedge. Now, again, these can be blown, but I will probably take this one 155.25 to the upside, and that also has a lot to do with what the market does in general. We could extend this wedge, but at the moment, that's going to be the trigger point for me is 155.65. So, as far as Upstart is concerned, um, I actually see another falling wedge on this one. So right here, it's a smaller time frame wedge, so I don't like anticipate like a huge move off of it. What's up, dude? What are you doing? Alrighty. Okay. Um, yeah, so I see that potential falling wedge. Watch that one over 224. Upstart above 224 will likely give you another leg another leg up. But at the moment, you have a very weak candles. Not a lot of momentum here. Obviously, after hours, you didn't, or excuse me, closing Friday, you didn't have a lot of momentum to the downside either. So, if Disney got a small downgrade, then you can probably expect that to affect it as well. So, I'm not really bullish today. So, I'm. It's a short week. I'm just gonna be taking it as it comes. So, GFS. What are you doing? Why are you itching? Wait. I know you're not about to jump all the way from there. Come on. My plug. So at the moment with plug power, if you look at the daily time frame, now first of all, they have a small gap above them. I don't like that. But at the moment, I still see the potential for, retest around 50. I saw $60 flow coming in for plug, so it wouldn't surprise me if we saw continuation there. So this one does have a small gap up, so I would expect that gap to get filled first. So interesting chart, Adam. All right. All right, sorry, I had to hop on this other stream. So, okay, my bad. J Powell 2 terms. Oh, is he coming back? Well, that's one good thing, I guess. Yeah, I have it muted.
Nominated by President Biden.
Yep. Fed chair coming around. Yeah.
DAT Caterpillar to launch demonstration project using hydrogen fuel cell technology.
Oh shit.
That's Charlie Alpha Tango. DAT
Got to partner with Plug on that one.
UBER Uber Cannabis Retailer Tokyo Smoke and Uber Eats form innovative partnership to offer cannabis online order and pickup in Canada. Uniform Bravo Echo Romeo.
Yeah, the 15-minute does have a kind of that curl, so you could expect another leg up potentially. Wayfarer looks like it's also kind of taper. It's at downtrend as well, so getting close to, excuse me, downtrend. Brainerd is vice chair.
S&P futures popping here to the highs 47.15.
All right.
But near the highs 47.15 now. Bank stocks spiking here now. BAC Bank of America.
Son of a bitch, y'all. Damn it. We already got the pop on Wells Fargo. It went and filled the fucking gap. That was the play right there, y'all. Son of a bitch. Plays over.
WFC Wells Fargo, letter C, Citigroup both spiking on that news that Powell has been nominated by President Biden as Fed chair.
Hmm. No, I don't think we'll see another stock split from Tesla anytime soon. Yeah, well, so now I think the price mark is 50.25. I think that we'll probably take it above pre-market highs. Pfizer was called by Top Shelf. So I'll take a look at it for you.
Gold dropping to the lows now. 18.
I mean, that's kind of a late fill, to take it. Wait, you said 50, 60? Oh, okay. I mean, I would say 50, 50. $50.55 is probably a better place. It's right in the same range, just a couple cents away. But yeah, if you get a good decent bounce there, you could also see retest of 50 even as well. So Pfizer at the moment on the daily, I think we're waiting on news at the moment, but yeah, $50 and 50 cents. It's where you could see a retest. So yeah, Roblox. I'm not touching Roblox. They can have all that. I'm not. I'm all done with Roblox. When I'm done with the stock, I'm done with it. Like I that tend to be that way, unfortunately. Sometimes stocks will keep running, but once I've made up my mind that I'm done with a stock, I'm pretty much done with the stock. I'll like if it pulled back, then I'd take it, but I'm not looking to buy green candles like this one. So this is like Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it's the same thing, you know, except for you can own some of Kohl's, you know, part owner. You can walk in, borrow an employee, all daily charts. No. Yep, Biden renominated Jerome, our faithful paper pusher. Does anybody have any questions about anything else, guys? I'm not really chock full of uh like just a hellacious amount of setups at the moment. I'm just kind of playing what I see again. I know some people are just hopping on, but my fiance cannot walk right now, so I will be not on that much for right now until I can get somebody over to help out. So, but yeah, so that's
DSX, Diana Shipping, announcing a tender offer, self-tender offer to purchase up to 3.5 million shares at $4.25 per share. That's Delta Sandy X-ray, DSX.
thanks, man. How many different setups would you say? Uh, that's kind of a hard question to answer. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at trading anything that I see. Like I don't know. For me, I like the head and shoulders type situations. I can't really put a number on how many. PC has been ripping all morning. But yeah, I personally don't have like a number for that. The amount of setups that I trade is just based on the amount of setups that I see. Or if like right now with the rising wedge, there's actually multiple wedges on Disney. Gaps, I love gaps. I like trying to I'll play the pullback or profit taking. I'm targeting a gap here on Nvidia as well, so I'm actually looking into shorting Nvidia to the downside with a target of around 332.82. So I mean, like setups. That's a very difficult question to answer. To give you like a precise number, I have no idea. Yo, ISPC has just been ripping all morning. I specimen, so she rolled her ankle. Yeah, I'll take a look at Baba. All right, so I think 140 is a good bounce spot for Baba. If you can't tell right here, Baba pretty much if it loses 140 or loses even 138.50, things could get pretty messy. But at the moment, you are set up to bounce, and with that bounce, you will have the inevitable gap that starts at 148.36. At the moment, I don't really see the bounce sign, right? So there's not really like a full setup for the bounce. But at the moment, I would be watching the 141.65 mark, volume, etc., just for a simple retest. I think 146.75 is likely a good mark to pay attention to. So it might be. I personally, if you guys ever ask me about how I feel about Chinese stocks on them, or how I feel about Chinese stocks, I am forever bullish or bearish. Okay. I don't buy Chinese stocks. I know there's some people who have in this chat And if they do, that's their thing. I personally do not buy Chinese stocks. I do not invest in them. You're not actually able to buy the actual shares in that company. So I personally do not, and I'm sure you guys can tell, I do a whole lot of shorting of the Chinese stocks, but I do not do a whole lot of buying. So, um, and then AA. So I gotta say, I want to hope that Alacola is not about to change trends, and unfortunately, it does appear to me that Alcola could lose 56.50 and pull back to this 45.50, excuse me. Um, and if it does have a what looks to be a head and shoulders formation. Um, you have the shoulders here, shoulder there, and then your head there. And that typically is a reversal pattern, but you would be looking for a bounce, some type of bullish bounce around this mark of $45 essentially. So that's AA. Yo, where is this Tesla splitting stock news come from? That's fake news. I'm sorry. That's got to be fake news. There's no way. There is no fucking way on planet Earth I will short this stock right now. But seriously, there's no way. Yo, stop. Damn. Yeah, for sure. Everything's flying today. Usually what you think is going to happen is the opposite of what will happen. Think about the week that you're moving into. It doesn't matter about Powell. If you're moving into a week that has Thursday off and half a day on Friday, more than likely you're not going to see a ton of volatility towards the end of the week. Well, I don't know. I haven't found mine, so probably not.
President Biden to deliver remarks on Fed nominations at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time.
I did. I did get a haircut. All right. Will I post? Will I post a replay? I don't know if I could like post a replay. What did you? Alpola has a Head and Shoulders. So if it breaks that neckline, you could likely trend down. No, you're not crazy, but are running into earnings for a lot of retailers, which could directly affect Macy's. So we talked about this. I don't see any reason why Macy's isn't going to pull back, but no, why are we? No, we're not going to short banks. No, no banks. Banks, but I'm long on the banks.
AMPE, HBO Pharmaceuticals, board member Michael Martinez.
So here's the plan at the moment. So at the moment, Microsoft short. I'm probably just going to take that trade, guys. I am gonna say it once, and I hope everybody is on. I'm gonna go ahead and post it. Oh, Charlie, you gotta stop today. I'm gonna go ahead and post it. Um, my position sizing this week is incredibly light. Okay, I cannot size in for you. I cannot take positions for you. I cannot tell you how much. That is up to you. So if you decide to go all in on a play and it doesn't work out, that is your risk management. You've got to make good decisions when it comes to sizing and how much scaling in, scaling out, and the atmosphere in which you're doing it. why am I scaling in light this week? Probably because we have a short week and we have the volatility is going to be low. Weeklies are not your friend after Tuesday, and really even before that. But that's one of the main things here. You guys have to just be aware. And I think one of the things that affects people is they want every week to be the best week ever, and or every day to be the best day trading day ever. And it's just not going to work out like that. You know, you have to be realistic. We know the conditions. Monday has the best chance of letting us move to the upside. So we will obviously check that as it comes. We do see things like Microsoft looking as if they're going to pull back. We do also have NVIDIA. Guys, I'm going to basically take a short out on NVIDIA. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. My stop loss will likely come, especially if pre-market highs, but anywhere around 337.50. So for NVIDIA, and I'm going to go ahead and go over these contracts here for you guys, because so we can just get this out of the way. And those of you on YouTube and TikTok, I will not be trading live today. So of course, we will be in the Discord for the entirety of the week, but I am just focused on our Discord members today, answering questions and utilizing my time in there. So I will go over the trade setups and the contracts that I'm looking to trade as well. So once I can find them. Did it again. I want to find a what the hell? I want to find a boyfriend the same age. Is that a bot? How's Macy's? Macy's still looks as if go to look at the daily has a gap. So the gap is likely going to get filled. But I already took a lot of profit off of the table because we obviously hit that play really well. So the gap is looking, that is the target. I still have those puts. Yes. 21%. Downside on Macy's. Yeah. Okay, so let's go look at NVIDIA. Is anybody in NVIDIA? From yesterday or from Friday? Okay, so NVIDIA's profit at the bell. I know. I'm completely discombobulated this morning. Um, okay, cool. 330s. Yeah. So those are gonna be in profit. I'm out. All right. I'm out. Now, I don't care what this thing does. I don't care where it opens at. I'm out. I'm gonna go ahead and set my order to sell. I'm gonna sell it immediately as the bell rings. I also have plug. I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I'm probably gonna get out of plug. And I also have those Apple puts. Now the Apple puts are gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun with this one because I'm gonna wrestle. Um, at the moment, we're already starting the day with a gap. I love it. So the daily is going to have just the tiniest little gap, and I'm gonna hopefully that'll lead us to the downside. Do you pre-market 5-minute divergences, Mac? Do you have effect on? No, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't really look for divergences in pre-market. Pre-market. I did grab calls on NVIDIA, and as you guys can tell, we from where we grabbed those around 332, we're up around 337. So again, I'm looking to take profit on those contracts. I'm looking at a potential retest of 331, maybe even 330. We'll see how it goes, but I am shorting this guy. So And the contracts that I will likely be selecting here to the downside, I will be removing my upside plays. Likely, and we'll look at the price in which these open up at, and it will be a little bit pricey. I'm anticipating, but probably 325 or 32. Hold on one second. So we'll actually see how these open up because right now they're all over the place. The open interest is wide. So, and the bid ask is too. Oh my God, these bots are killing me. My man's really lives at the Detroit police station. um, at the moment, Disney got a downgrade, has a falling wedge. It looks okay, but probably not going to take that trade. Is Penn dead? Yeah, it's needs some life. I would sell it. Well, let me not go that fast. I don't want to say that you need to sell your Nvidia calls. Yo, first of all, if Tesla doesn't dump off of that news, like, I'm sorry, but is that anybody have verified Tesla split news? Because I'm pretty sure that's just somebody trying to pump that shit. That man would literally break the market. If they announce a stock split, that's it. That's absolutely it. I don't understand. Jesus. I think it's just hope. I think people are just hoping. All right. Well, it is 9:23, guys. Yeah, right. I'm sure. Looking at these screens, it just looks really weird. Crypto is superior. Who even says shit like that? That's so weird. It's a weird thing to say. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. How do I feel about major airline stocks? Not super bullish on those at the moment. Yeah, that's hype. Markets are slow, short week. Yep. Have your fiance used Epsom salt for swelling? No, I haven't made it to the store yet. But all right, YouTube. I will be likely buying puts on Nvidia, so we'll see. Alrighty, guys. Those of you on YouTube, good luck. Again, I won't be on very long. Our Discord is going to just to elaborate. Our Discord is going to close basically at the end of the month. After Black Friday, to any new members, and we'll see where we're at once that comes. But that's likely going to be for the remainder of the year. So, just a matter of obviously attending to the people who are already in the chat, because it has gotten quite big. So those of you guys who are looking to join or whatever, make sure you guys DM me for a discount code. So, and that's for the yearly and stuff. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Good trading day. Again, if you guys are new, don't need to pay for anything. Just keep learning. But otherwise, you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for hanging out, tuning in. We'll catch you guys later.